Hey everyone, this is just a supplemental data video to accompany our Speer Gold Dot and 5.7. We have the 22 mag version of the Speer Gold Dot, say 40 grain. This is designed for short barrels in 22 Magnum. I didn't realize we'd never checked the velocity of these out of the PMR 30 or the CMR 30, or if I did, I lost the footage. So I'll have some picture of the macros of this bullet in here. We're going to check the velocity and gel, and then that portion will be just a separate link for that Speer 5.7 round. This is the Kel-Tec PMR 30, has the, I think, 5.1 inch threaded barrel. We have the Tanner Machine Products RDS mount up top, the Tandem Cross Victory trigger. Pretty neat little rimfire gun. We have our Pro Chrono digital as always at about 10 and 12 feet. It's 50 degrees outside and sunny right now. Different testing day, so there might be a little bit of continuity error between me testing this and the gel, but I forgot about the velocity. Not bad, a respectable 1,300 feet per second. And now our CMR 30, this is also from Kel-Tec. This is their 16-inch 22 mag. Has the collapsible stock on here. Most of the other controls are the same as the PMR 30. I have a Trijicon MRO up top. It has factory Magpul irons on it. Ambi charging handles, Magpul, AFG. This is a pretty slick little setup for a carbine. I don't really like where the bolt catch is on this. They probably should have redesigned it a little. Literally, they took the bottom of the PMR 30 off and slapped it on here with the little minor changes. Still uses the same 30 round magazines. And 22 mag, it likes to choke sometimes. Well, there you have it. Velocities from our 22 mag short barrel Gold Dot out of the 16-inch CMR 30 equal that of the velocities gained out of, or given out of the FN 5.7 or Ruger 5.7. We'll test these in gel next and possibly against some soft armor just to see if this bullet construction is vastly different enough from the 5.7 load that armor will stop it. Our FN 5.7 often gets compared to being a glorified 22 Magnum. So we also have some Speer Gold Dot 40 grain. This is the short barrel version. I think the only version they offer for the 22 mag. We'll fire a round out of our PMR 30, which would equate to the Ruger 5.7, and we also have a CMR 30. I don't know if the chronograph is going to read. That was a big error. I do believe we have some averages for these somewhere else. Yeah, I didn't get a velocity reading off that. This wound track up here is our PMR 30. Disruption starting very early, not as much as the 5.7. And then we have straight line penetration. I'll get the final number off that, but it's about 12 inches. Our CMR 30, we have some fragmentation very early on, very short neck. You can see a little more disruption going on there, and then straight line to almost exactly the same penetration depth as the PMR 30. It looks like there's a lot less bullet there. We will pull that out in a second. Since the CMR 30 gives us the most velocity, we are going to check this against a level 3A panel. This is a budget entry level 100% aramid fiber or Kevlar panel, the yellow material. We have our we have a clear ballistics gel block 6x6x16 behind our new little rig that we have to prop the armor up, so we're not trying to tape it to the gel. It's an AR500 brand armor. Velocity 2070 maybe? Seems a little higher than what we're normally used to. We'll go see what we did. Here was our shot right here. We have two other shots on this panel. Otherwise they're more than 2 inches away from that one, so that is a fair hit. Any takers? Oh! No pass through. That bullet design is probably designed a little softer. The jacket's a little thinner, meant for more expansion than the Gold Dot, so there is no penetration into the gel. These other two shots were from the 5.7 testing. So interesting. Seems that the 5.7 loading has one up on the 22 mag, even out of the longest barrel length. Hopefully you find the abbreviated review of this Speer Gold Dot 5.7 load in 22 Magnum useful data. I wanted to add it in here to compare with the 5.7 Gold Dot that we tested on the same day. Our 16-inch velocity from this load from the CMR 30 pretty much gave us the velocity of what we were achieving out of the 5.7 and Ruger 5.7 model pistol. We had ample penetration in gel, likely based on its bullet construction, how that jacket started to want to separate in the 16-inch may not be very barrier friendly for staying together. While we were testing this with the 5.7, we did test it against our level 3A armor, and we had no penetration out of the 16-inch barrel. Bear in mind that this is a rimfire cartridge and it is susceptible to all rimfire failures to feed, which we did experience some in the CMR 30. I found both the PMR 30 and CMR 30 to run a lot better when wet. Based on what we've gotten for our data here, those that like to say, oh my God, the 5.7 is just another souped up 22 Magnum, well, you're dead wrong. As I close, I always like to thank my Patreon supporters and you all for watching. Until next time, catch you at the range.